Oh my
And
God.
then other
All right,
students.
we're live now.
Oh.
We're
We're
gonna cut
live.
Mandy on off.
Yeah,
You know
cut
what
her
I'm saying?
off. Cut off.
Welcome to
It has been
welcome
cut.
to Trade Up Tuesday with unapologetic instructors. You got your boy Jonesville Dirty.
Fitz.
TB, yes, Lord.
Boss lady.
Yeah, for right now. She lost
No,
it.
no, don't you don't need to look at the
You want to
screen.
peep at the screen?
Well, when
Keep
am I
it
going
face
to be
just-
afterwards?
Keep
What
it
you
right
talking
there.
about?
That worked
We'll
just
look
fine.
at it later. I'm moving it away from you.
Yeah, so that I can look around at Sean, be eyeballing him.
Eyeball the
Keep
hell
your eyes
out
over
of it.
there.
Man, look, so we gonna talk.
We might have to do another seat arrangement so I can
We-
sit right by him again.
No, we
gonna
don't.
talk to what we talking about this this training thing. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's everything can be worked on.
What kind of training thing?
First off, you know what I'm saying? And this is my own humble opinion.
Oh,
You ain't no good instructor if you can't do it all. Male, female, straight, gay, young, old. And we got a lot that claim to be, you know, like they good.
but they don't do everything.
They don't do everything. And we all know from my personal experiences that you ain't supposed to sit up here and say the penalties ain't been harsher for nobody besides me.
No.
I had the harshest, and I still do it all. So the cop-outs are honestly bitch excuses.
Don't worry, man. This ain't a meeting. You're good.
Oh, I'm letting it be known. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel about it. I mean, you here to train people. You here to help people advance.
Mhm.
You don't. I mean, if that's the case, just say you biased or say you racist or say whatever it is, and that's what you ain't gonna train. We all come from different backgrounds, and so do our students. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, from your aspect, you've trained pretty much across the board.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you as well.
Mhm.
So we don't have we ain't running, picking and choosing what students we training.
No.
We pretty much take what's given to us and we work with it the best way we can.
Yep.
Mhm.
Me and TB right there was sitting up there talking. Me and TB was sitting there talking about Rocket Man.
Oh.
And though he fought every possible way to get what needed to be done,
Mhm.
it just wasn't getting done.
Right.
We didn't try to send him home. It wasn't no
Right.
ifs, ands, and buts. We just couldn't. He knew he couldn't do. He wasn't gonna be able to do it in his good faith.
Well,
He needed more meds.
Yeah.
Well, it came from the break came from a realization on his own.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, you still trying to help people.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, they don't know the pre-trip. Sure, they don't.
Right.
How do you find the urgency in them to make them learn it?
True.
Yes, they got to have some of their own initiative, but once they become your student, it's up to you to push.
There's a level of that to where it's you have to try to instill some motivation into your students. So the thing is, if you're like melancholy, lackadaisical, and that kind of deal, it's like that's going to like really transfer over to your student.
Mhm.
It's like you want to make sure that you're actually it's that engaging that side of it. If they're having issues with it, try to engage a different side of them. Try to make it to where it's relative.
Yeah.
It all can be done because we've done some questionable students.
I mean, yeah, and that's our job is to get them a license,
Thank you, please.
no matter what. Yeah, I mean, whether we like to or not,
Right.
whether we think, I was always taught when I train, don't make it personal.
Always
Because
professional.
it's plenty I don't like. Like it was plenty I did not like and did not care for.
Oh yeah, there's a few
As
that
people.
I've met recently.
Didn't mean that they weren't gonna be good drivers.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So
They
that's
may
what
have
your
some
job
issues when they
is.
get to customers. I'll tell you that.
But yeah. Now we can go ahead and get on this old, They do it on Facebook and all these little groups.
Oh, you're talking about talking smack.
Talking smack.
Yep.
Smackdown.
Keyboard damn gangsters.
Oh man,
Internet bullies.
Twitter trolls.
That'll make you. That's an OG thing right there.
Now we're gonna have it on live so we can run your truck.
Yeah.
We gonna run it.
Yeah.
Them
You know what I'm
internet
saying?
bullies.
TNTs, their job is to teach the damn job.
True.
not show your paycheck.
Right. Because how long have you been doing this job? I bet you your freaking first paychecks weren't that good to where it's like whenever you're first coming out of TNT or something to that effect, they weren't what you were at whenever you've been doing this for 5+ years. You've been doing it for 5+ years. Then you want to show them that. And then that student's automatically thinking that they're going to be making that right off rip. And that ain't the case.
Right.
But it's team miles, right, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They showing a team revenue.
Mm-hmm. Or a trainer's revenue, which is going to be different than a solo driver.
So
TNT, teach and train.
I thought that meant training.
right.
No,
I mean,
teach
the
and
way
train.
when
They
I
need to
came
teach and
in,
train
when I
at the
came in
same
years
time.
ago,
That'd be funny.
it was team and training.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you right, and that's what, and it has different.
Yeah, I was really
meanings.
being funny. I pretty much
Yeah.
gave it its own name.
But
Everybody has.
But my thing is like showing them paychecks, stuff like that. Like, come on, man, you mean you flossing on somebody that just started in the game.
Exactly. That's the one that's not professional. Two, that's not going to help them and their motivation. And honestly, at the end of the day, that's going to end up hurting your money, long money. Because the thing is, if you show that student those really good paychecks, hey, this is what I get, but you don't let them know, say, hey, this is as an instructor, this is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. You really think that you're going to get all of that revenue back from that student? You think they're going to stay for that year?
Definitely.
Hell
not.
no.
And I'm only getting that, but then they feel like I'm only getting 900.
Mm-hmm.
You getting 5-6 bands, and I'm getting 900, and I'm driving most of these. I feel like I'm driving at sometimes most of these miles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You demoralizing them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To be honest, you're terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
let's.
That's because most of the time they are driving the majority of the mile. We're just gonna go ahead and put it on.
Oh yeah,
And
They mile pimping.
I've had
yeah,
students that have
exactly.
asked, I've had students that have asked to see the pay stub just to see what you could end up doing. So you know what I did? I went all the way back to whenever I first started, to whenever I actually first started going solo. I was like, this is what you can expect. Getting out here, running those miles, everything like that. Oh, what's that? That's your PSD loan that's going to be coming out. Oh, what's that? That's all the equipment that you're going to have to get at the company store. That's going to come out. There's your low lux, all that other stuff. Like this is truth. Like that's what's going to happen. That way they're more prepared.
It's that sugarcoat. What I call is that sugarcoat smoke shed shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all it is. And you can't do that to people. Like honestly,
you can't flex on your regular peers. What makes you think you're hard enough to where you can go flex on basically a kid?
yeah. And I mean, I use places like where be from, you know, East St. Louis.
Don't even.
Oh, wait a minute. We got lights where I'm
East
from.
St. Louis.
Cut.
So, and I use like being from the games from Alachua County area, Florida to the Hillsborough County area. I show them their medium income.
Right.
Now I can guarantee that you're gonna make more than what your medium income is in your local area. Guarantee driving a truck.
Well, I came from Central Valley in California. Like there was
And
towing
if
truck
you pull
traffic
it
was a little low.
Pull up your area and just see what your medium income for that area is. I can tell y'all real. Hillsborough County, 32,000. Alachua County, roughly about 30,000. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guaranteeing you down there 50 on your first year if you drive right. If you keep your head focused on what is there for. And a lot of them don't use that as a motivational tactic. Not what my paycheck look like, because my paycheck in the game is vastly higher. But I've also took my bumps and bruises to get where I'm at. Now, as far as these TNTs with these hygiene, yeah. You see that? Tulare County, Tulare County, California, the median income is 24,000. I double that.
That's it.
I had 20.
Hold on. That's it.
I double that.
That
Your
says
first year.
East St. Louis.
That no, no, it does
But we
not.
double that. You know what I'm saying? So you use that as a motivational tactic, not my paycheck, because how I earn may be different. You feel me?
Right.
And that's what you're trying to tell these cats. If you want to keep them on the money, you keep them on the money with a different manner. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like these TNTs, and I just heard a graphic story the other day, and I ain't gonna go too much. I ain't gonna eat Mandy y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just the boss y'all. Give y'all the long story, but the short of it is, every time they stop for a 10-hour break waiting to ship or receiver, This girl had to sleep in the front seat because her trainer had a bike on his bed and it wasn't coming down.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Oh, bicycle.
A damn bicycle. It was more important than her climbing on the top bunk to get some rest.
That's how she went all the way through.
Up until she got out that damn truck,
That's ridiculous.
which was well advised.
I promise you, he would have woke up. That bike would have been somewhere else where he left it.
Bike would have been like where
Down.
I took my 30, exactly where that
But-
bike would have been.
Or I've heard the stories of
It's a good thing I didn't use Los Angeles.
no grown ass person.
That's what I should have used. That's what I should have used. Los Angeles County, yeah.
But a lot of people,
a lot of prostitution.
and here's the thing, all this whole shit bags. I don't shit in my truck.
Good God.
And that's literally, they doing that.
What?
Going down the road, your TNT driving, you go jump your nasty ass in the back and go shit in the trash can.
You realize that's turning your vehicle into a hazmat, right?
It's turned into a hazmat. It's just, honestly,
That's nasty.
where I come from, it's just a nasty motherfucker.
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
But see, these are the things. And since we talk about PSD instructors as a whole, we don't talk about y'all as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This mile mule, oh, well, they need the miles. They need to be the ones driving to get the experience. But you signed on for a team concept at some point.
Right.
You need to.
Then they getting out of that TNT. They still ain't knowing how to back. They don't know how to slide the timers. They really think that like the showers they gotta pay for. The horror stories go on and on. It's
So essentially what you're saying is that they don't know how to do the job.
no, they just signed up for it because I'm saying they think like, oh, I can make X amount of dollars and such K in this year. Yeah, but you gotta work for it though, man. They expecting us to teach them their job, teach them how to slide channels, teach them how to drive 10 plus hours every day, teach them how to switch from active driver to on duty to sleeper berth, teach them how to do this, that, and the third, but that's not in our job description. It's in the TNT trainer's job description. That's what they literally signed up for. They went, sat down in that class, and George or Dave, one of them told them, like, hey, well, you know, they can't sleep on the top bunk. Don't drive on their clock. They can't drive on your clock. They was down like, yeah, sure. And then went right out there and hey, get on the top bunk. I got my cat and my two birds up here. Yeah. But I mean, that's not, I don't want to categorize all of them, but I mean, it's a lot of that happens, you know, and then they turn around and try to, you know, shit on us.
And it's not to say that not all the TNTs are bad. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying.
There are some damn good TNTs that are out there, but unfortunately, you're judged by your weakest link.
Yeah, touche.
So the thing is, like, you get a lot of these dudes and those are the ones that we hear about. The ones that are content and happy, you're really not going to hear that much from them, especially out there.
What you do
on Facebook.
And as an instructor, I do, because when mine comes back in the
but you're
upgrade,
not going to hear that on the Facebook side.
but when they come back in the upgrade, I want to know who your TNT was. How was it? Was it right? Because at the end of the day, that foolishness that I have to hear about sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And I can speak for the whole panel of unapologetic instructors. Y'all TNTs. If y'all got something crazy to say, and I'm looking dead at this camera, y'all got something crazy to say about somebody, don't blow them wolf tickets behind somebody back. Come on down to the pad. You got to bring them in for a tweet card. Come on down here.
Say that then.
You know what I'm saying? Keep that energy. Ain't that right, man? Keep that energy. You know
that you typing on that keyboard.
Or talking to them behind your back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, because I'm not going to sit there, whether it's a good TNT or a bad TNT, I try to work with them. Now I keep it in the back of my mind. I don't want my students to get on that truck no more.
Right.
But I'm not going to bash that TNT.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I got a common respect. And to be honest, that's reckless. You know what I'm saying? Getting on there, feeding blowing wolf tickets and all that.
Wow.
You got to start that there.
And also the thing is that getting on since that TNT, and I've had this happen a few times where that student gets, or that trainee gets on that TNT's truck, and one of the first few things was, oh, you weren't trained right. Or you weren't trained on the pad, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like you're basically taking that kids, I'll say in kids, and it's respect, it's all adults, but
You're taking that
this
new driver.
You're taking this new driver and you're taking that foundation and you're throwing it up against the freaking wall.
So let's put this up. So what is our job description?
CDL.
To get them their CDL.
Yep.
To get them to that point to where now they can learn the real world isms.
Yes, sir.
Of trucking, right?
By the standards of guess who? The federal damn government.
So what? So the TNT's job description is what?
To train them how to basically
Do the job.
The business.
So
That requires vacuum out there at truck stops, shippers and receivers checking in and out, shippers and receivers learning how to use their clocks, learning how to got doggone maintain at a truck stop, whether it's being around bathing or eating, stuff like that. That's what their job is entail.
Customer service, making sure that our customers are happy, the customer relations side of it, making sure your paperwork is right, working with the Qualcomm. And when I'm talking about working with the Qualcomm, working with all the macros, like we're a student, we've had students that come in that don't even know what the hell a macro is.
Yes, sir.
that's horrible. But that's a TNT job, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get paid no extra when they come in
definitely.
and they can't back.
Yeah.
And they come in, they be like, yo, I'm scared of back and I don't know how. Let me show you this setup. Ain't nobody giving me nothing extra for it. But I'm doing your job. So do I need to go get your paycheck?
And we're talking about something that is literally you could get if you work with you honestly with any the self-respecting the fleet managers, the good fleet managers are going to have you basically run for almost that 2 weeks of doing super solo, right? You're going to have time. Help them with the setup. You're talking about maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours of a sacrifice if they're at a truck stop teaching them how to do a setup, and then the rest of the whole time can be gravy.
And y'all all touching Cali. Y'all all waiting in the queue out there. You know what I'm saying? When you go to Fontana or you go to that Petro, we got some extra drop. We had some extra backing time in them. Every one of mine. And see, we ain't talking from.
You may not want
let's
to
make
move
this.
from the spot.
Let's make this clear
because
because some people say we're probably talking out our ass.
I'm sure.
All of us have done TNTs.
Indeed.
All of us have. So it's not that we're not talking from behind.
No.
Now, I did get a question posed to me by one of my former students that's doing the TNT right now, having a good experience with the student that I got to him.
Right.
And he asked about laws. Like, so I got my take on how you help teach laws, because that's a big thing when you run in this team thing and then they go solo.
Right.
That's a huge disconnect. So, and y'all, please, I'm gonna give my feelings on it. Y'all give y'all feelings on it. Like that first week that you run a super solo, go ahead and kind of give them the logs.
Yeah.
Kind of show it to them, then give it to them. At some point, once you're comfortable to get team miles, then you run. You run it, because I mean, at that point, but then about a week before they get off, and they're not bringing them immediately in, anyways, when they hit 30,000.
Nope.
So get that right. You ain't coming in right at 30.
Nope.
But that last week or so, hey, go back to super solo.
Yep.
Yeah, it eases your money back. Yes, you done seen the bands and the racks on racks. But you also need to care about that person that made you, because they did make you them racks on racks.
Yep.
Get on that.
Yep.
Because the class, we know itself, classroom stuff, we can all talk in the classroom. But
Those
real
last-
world experience and doing it
Yeah.
will help them in the long run.
Those last 3 or 4 trips, so essentially like the last couple weeks, I would say 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 trip, you shouldn't be doing a damn thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You should not be doing a single damn thing. They should be doing the pre-plan. They should be telling you, hey, we're going to fuel here. You should almost be feeling like a student, because they're going to tell you exactly everything of what needs to happen. Wait, this is the schedule. Hey, this is where I'm going to stop. This is where I'm going to do my 30. All of this stuff. Hey,
Sean, it's my truck. I say, well, I'm going to feel that.
last time I checked, you're also training a prime entity.
That's the check and balance, though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them
You got to
don't
eat the
do-
loss.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to eat that in order to help somebody.
There's a give and take. And the thing is, that give and that take, you do that like over a longer period of time, it's going to start to be a habit. And then you know what that habit's gonna be? Putting out good drivers.
Exactly. Because the goal is don't get up here and skin and grin when you get back here with the dog and pony show, and then all of a sudden, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. But I'm gonna train your people to be whatever they is.
So the thing about it, then they turn around, they'll complain about the rate. They'll complain about how we're getting paid on these rates and everything like that. It's like you realize that you're contributing to your own demise.
Yeah.
You're contributing, and you're saying that all of these, like, oh, like this rate's drop. Why is that rate dropping? Well, because the last 3 or 4 times that we've actually gone up to try to renegotiate these terms, they have had a fairly high, or not a very high on-time success rate or on-time delivery. You know where that comes from? That comes from, hey, showing these new guys how to make sure you're delivering on time. You are hurting your own money.
Now, before we go any further, we're gonna go ahead and get on this chat real quick and
Yeah,
talk up.
Let's have some of these dudes.
No, but we must say, look, man. I know we talked earlier about the art of storytelling in this motherfucker this time. That don't mean you gotta sit over there like you damn hawk. You ain't said a damn thing. I done tried to entice you.
Because you bullied me earlier. and
I ain't
told me,
bullying you, dog.
No storytelling. I said, okay.
Man, because you'll be like, hey, we got 20 minutes of talking and trying to get information out there, and now all of a sudden, you let you get on to this. We wipe out an hour.
Okay, so then I got one thing. Okay, so I just had a student call me that just went out on his own.
Mhm.
Called me 2 hours ago because he didn't even know what a Mac 19 was. Because he was asking me about the customer. I said, well, what does your Mac 19 say? He said, what is that? I said, okay.
Because
So
they're
tell me how
being
to get to
taught,
it.
they're being taught that the app says it all. And the app does have that information, but I'm gonna use every tool.
Yes.
What happened when the
I'm not going to a I'm not going into a gunfight with a dang gun. God, dog. There you go.
point of inquiry?
Go ahead.
If it please the court, I would like to find out how many times have we been and we delivered to certain locations that are in the middle of nowhere that have zero reception to where that app ain't worth anything.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what that Qualcomm has? Reception.
Man, come on in here, boy.
Yeah, Turtle Man. Come on.
Come on, tell you what.
What's that?
Man, come on, dog.
No, that's what I did. Every time I went to plan my trip, get all my information,
Hashtag
On-
bring Hawk in the picture.
Yeah.
get all
Yeah,
my
let's
information
trend
on that customer before I
Speak
even
up.
pulled off to my destination. Just for that fact, in case the Qualcomm goes down or something like that. I even have a book that I write my appointment time, the address, the phone number, and do they have overnight parking? You know, park outside. You can come an hour early. You know, everything that the Mac 19 says, I have it written down in the book just for in case it does go down or it doesn't work. I have that information.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Prime don't pay me to do that.
your
Hey, I don't care
paycheck.
if Prime pays
your
me
pay-
pays me
that's
not
what your
to do it.
paycheck
You know
is.
what I mean?
They actually
All I
do.
know is I'm gonna get to my delivery with no issues
Mhm.
because I already got the information on it.
All right, so what's going on here? Oh, Timmy Turbo, what's going on, baby? Tim be on early,
Yeah.
bright and early.
Real like he ain't got even during the premiere, he's Johnny on the spot or Timmy on the spot.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let's get
damn.
on. What's going on, cuz? Appreciate it. Appreciate that advice at the beginning as well. What's happening, Cole? Everything good with us? We sitting up here, we know, just doing what we do, being unapologetic as we are. Let's see. Timmy say, just don't play well with others. I need to go another direction besides trying to teach someone. And we actually have another video coming out. It should be being edited this week. It should be out between now and Friday. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely different avenues to go that we can go into. The mini fleets or, you know what I'm saying? Just understanding like where the loads, how the loads run, where the lanes are.
But just know this too, is that especially whenever it comes to Prime, and I tell this to my students, especially the ones that really want to make sure that their money ends up being good, long money. Prime isn't a reefer company. Prime isn't a flatbed company. Prime isn't a tanker company. Prime is not a intermodal company. Prime is a training company. That is where you're going to make your money. Can you make money in other ways? Absolutely. Is it going to run concurrently or at par with how the training or the people that primarily end up doing a lot of the training on there?
You forgot the live
No.
haul.
What?
You forgot the live haul
Got it.
category. I just started.
Oh
Yeah. Also, I want to build on that because just like he said, teaching somebody more or less ain't gonna go down. I mean, and that's true. Just like you said, it's a training company, maybe probably 100%. But thing is, if training not in you, then don't train. You can't.
What you got? 5 pieces of gum?
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, training ain't for everybody. If you're not a teacher, if you're not really willing to
Or the patients.
yeah, if you don't have the patience, then don't do it. Just run solo or do your thing. But if it ain't, it got to be in you, not on you.
It does. And the thing is about it, it's like also don't sit there and gripe about the money though too. It's like there's other avenues. Look at if you're not in the training side of it, can you make good money doing it with Prime? Absolutely, if you're not doing training. But can you make better somewhere else? Possibly.
All right, let's keep moving. David, what's happening, baby? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Reggie, what's up? Why? Glad you got to get on. You must have some downtime out there.
Okay, so Reggie said, well, they'll see how much you make when they send the settlement through the Qualcomm. Not true. Well, true. In that case, they will see it. But you can also do it via email to check your settlement. Or, you know what I'm saying? I would say it. Been waiting on this one.
Boy.
I've been waiting on this for a while ever since I got kicked off.
Ever since I got. Make sure everybody else has counsel. Counsel.
Because ever since
I'll take me as an 8 folks.
Ever since I was given this,
Counsel.
ever since I was given the false option to step down from
I'll find one.
2 entities that had nothing to do with each other, I was given the option to either stay on the driver advisory board or step down from training. So
I would talk to my local DAB about that. Find you a DAB member, they might be able to get something accomplished.
All right.
So let's keep it going. Because it say mile pimping, baby.
Mile pimping, yeah.
It's a good thing there's no DAB members.
What am I money?
All right. Y'all are on to something. Keep pushing for the real information. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. That's filthy. Boy, they acting like them pigs that was in that got doggone field out there sometimes. Trucks with pizza boxes everywhere, doggone dog shit all in your truck. Like they pulling the Amber Rose around here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like sanitary, like I don't understand. Like I'm supposed to mess up the game on this one, baby. Watch this one. You can. You literally can on TNT, including a high valve. You can take a shower every day.
Yeah.
You can take a shower every day. That 3-4 day thing, it ain't that. Because literally, it takes 12 minutes to fill a truck with all 3. Am I wrong? So, you feel me? In that time frame, hey, you need to have your shower bag ready when we stop. I put this macro in. We're gonna be here for 30 minutes for fuel. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I've even told mine, leave the dough cracked. And I'm going to feel you got 15 minutes and then you got to get back out here. Yeah, I go in there and watch what's pertinent, but water going to hit my ass every day. Every day. True. And for y'all cats that say y'all ain't, y'all just nasty as hell.
I got a whole. No, mind. That's another story. I ain't gonna tell.
Hold on, let's see what your boy said.
Taking showers and
sitting on for 8 to 10 hours at a golly.
If I didn't get sleep, I would shove that bike someplace that you wouldn't want it. And I mean, you got to understand, as a TNT out here, a lot of them, because they hear this whole, oh, I'm friends with my fleet manager, or they hear all this extra stuff from Prime will get rid of you type deal.
Scare tactic.
They boo them, and then they just don't know no better. It wasn't until she got off the truck till she reached out to Hawk, Turtle Man back here. And Turtle Man, you know what I'm saying? He let it be known like that's wrong. And he let it know that it was wrong.
That is trending.
So
It is trending.
I
It
need
is
you to
going.
come sit over here because if somebody runs in here and if something bad is about to happen, you're not gonna have my back. So I need you to come over here so I have an exit.
No, he know he gonna jump up real quick. A turtle come in that door, he gonna be out that one before that one
I
goes.
that's the thing.
And David, you go ahead and
So if you run, I'm just gonna run. Yeah.
put down, I mean, kind of elaborate a little bit so I can get back with it. It says in TNT, my opinion, it should be a trainer that lives in their truck. We technically all do though, bro. Like even your TNT, yeah, but I mean, and all of us gonna make the convenience. Like I could literally go out, and all of us could go out, and every time we stop, go get a hotel room.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna eat out all the time too. So now I'm not really staying in the truck. You know what I'm saying. But I mean, I kind of need you to elaborate a little bit on that. Oh yeah,
I think that's what he's talking about is that the ones that live on their truck, they end up having a lot of extra stuff. So
excessive.
you're talking like the bike, you're talking about the extra pots and pans, like the hot plate, all this other stuff that you could easily have when you're not necessarily running a team truck.
Right.
You think he's more so talking kind of like the clutter.
Okay, that makes sense. T, now don't get this twisted. We got love for you. Come your ass on the Springfield, baby. Y'all remember T? He got his own permit last week.
Okay.
That was a cat that got his permit last week out of Arizona trying to get here.
Oh yeah.
Come on in. And for the most part, I mean, and like Sean said, Brandon said,
My name is Fitz.
my fault.
TB.
God damn, dog. Like they got
aliases,
code.
man. I know it. Put some spit on my name.
What you like to call this thing number two? Huh?
All three of y'all.
That's why I say you want to be called back. You got that money like Bruce Wayne, though, baby.
Hey, let me hold on.
Man, come on, man. The mic can't pick you up. You down there, all in the back.
Turtle.
Get right there, man. So, but the thing is, so
Batman's pet
there
turtle.
are great ones out there. There's fantastic trainers, like there's fantastic instructors. You know what I'm saying? There are plenty of both. So we definitely want you here. We definitely want you to be a part of this. And you know what I'm saying? Like any job, whether you working at some Fortune 500 company or you working at McDonald's, there's politics and little locker room bullshit that go on no matter where you're at.
Oh yeah.
The thing is to find your niche within it.
Very
Like
much.
a lot of cats, they call us pad only. Because we found our niche. And y'all just can't get y'all hustle on, baby.
Yeah. Say it again. Say it again.
They can't get it. They ain't got that get in them.
What'd you say?
They don't got no grind. They was used to the silver spoon. So let's keep on rolling.
Silver spoon make food taste better. I'm just saying.
Reggie said he got home safely without killing the motherfucker in the process. And you get back out of there safely and stay safe, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely stay safe while you home.
Don't worry about cussing, man. We are unapologetic in this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, now you go ahead
We
and put that
don't
on
care. We don't care.
now. Ain't nobody coming with that.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let her talk. She ain't talking.
Yeah. She about like you. You get them on a video together and they gonna run their mouth. Do we need to
You
get up
could
and
have
leave?
fallen asleep. You could have been sitting in the rocking chair falling asleep to those two talking.
No, they ain't let me say nothing.
Ooh.
All right, Peg Leg say so.
Y'all ain't let me say nothing.
All right, well, speak to this man right here. He say, sorry, I'm late. Peg Leg say, sorry, I'm late, y'all. May I ask which one of y'all I insulted with my video comment? I am truly sorry for doing so. Oh,
What video?
I don't know. I think he said something. I must have had it stuck in caps. I wasn't mad. I get that a lot. This voice kind of makes it sound like I'm angry.
How the hell you can't have bass when you talk. You can't have bass when
Man,
you
we
type.
done talked. Even if I
No, you can't have bass when you type.
Yeah, you can. It's called
It
all caps.
happened to
Yeah,
I must hit the cap button, baby.
It's all caps and then exclamation mark. Bam, 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 bam.
Oh yeah, you
That's
probably
how
know
you
a
do
thing or
that.
two about that. Oh, hey, watch this shit right here. Oh, shit, McGee. I know y'all miss me. Thought you were supposed to be back at 3:00. I'll be back, dog. Dog, I'll be back.
Who that?
Daryl.
He's commenting through.
Oh, it's you.
And I was like,
44
more than
minutes
halfway
late.
done with my pad time, and he was still over there parked. He wasn't getting.
He just got back.
on a 142-mile run.
And he's
Man,
back at
that's-
6? Oh, man.
D, you might want to go back on TNT.
Hey, dog.
I think your TNT failed you.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
he-
I don't shit. I don't shit in the bag.
I hope
Yeah, it
that's
ain't
what
All right, let's
So
keep
Miles,
moving.
Get in at 6, Daryl. We gotta have a conversation. We can't be catching.
Do you guys interview the students before you put them on the trucks? What the trainer should do is make an outline of what he expects and what he isn't going to be teaching them.
Yes, we do.
Definitely.
Hold on. I don't.
You say hi.
That's it.
There's an interview.
Actually, you're right.
Mhm.
And I do.
You lay it out because you'll tell them, hey, you're going to be at 4, 3, 2, 1 midnight. You say, hey, I'm gonna pick you up this time. This is what we're going to do. You lay out the freaking rules. You lay out, hey, how this is going to freaking go. That's better than what some other people are doing.
So
And-
he said what he's not, they want them to write down what they're not going to be teaching.
No,
them?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
No, like the trainer should. He's saying the trainer should be unapologetic. They should tell him, hey, I got you here. You know, I mismanaged my money and my wife and Mr. Butt Naked that took it all. So I need to get this money up. Or I wasn't doing maintenance on my truck and now it's falling apart. I need you here for the money. Be real with it. I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna let you back up when it's easy. But you're only gonna back up at Walmart's. I mean, that's what he's saying. I mean, is what I'm getting the gist of. Let's see. I'm in Pikesville with no service. My Qualcomm is down. What do you suggest?
Get
I
the hell
said-
out of Pikesville.
Yeah, it is a place called Pikeville. I ain't- But in that case, before you leave out, because you got that, if your Qualcomm is working, if you getting the load and you in Pikeville, that means your Qualcomm working. If you're not and you're going there, honestly, people say don't use Google Maps. I'm Google mapping to see the area I'm going into.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm writing down, like you suggested, write down. You can look at a map and write down the directions of what you got.
Nothing should surprise you on your route.
Nothing.
You should know almost every turn that you're going to make whenever hey, I'm gonna get over here. I'm exiting over here on this one. I'm gonna bring it up on Street View. I'm gonna see what that looked like. And nothing should surprise me.
What my TNT
Pre-plan.
had me do was in the corner of the window with a dry erase marker, write down all the highways.
I've heard of
on.
that.
You
I've
do
actually
that.
heard
You
of
do
that.
that on my truck, and I guarantee it'll be the last thing you write.
I
It's a
get-
dry erase
But yeah,
marker.
I have seen that and I've heard
I
that.
can't stand like anything like on the inside like of the window.
But that's something that you establish. But see, that's
Yeah.
something that you establish. Maybe it's a composition book, notepad, stuff like that.
That's fine. If I
Or
see you
even
right on my
screenshot,
window,
screenshot the directions so it's in your photos. So if everything does go down, you pull that up. If you're anything where your phone is not working,
Mhm.
you have that screenshot. You can pull up your photos. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I said, I wrote it down in the book.
yeah, I would have read that. If you write on my windshield,
And so Nick say, yeah, that's easy said than done with the micro, but none of that apply with flatbed. We have the time, never have an appointment time or actual address.
this Nick or Sean.
That's Nick.
So Nick,
Nick done went full
so he
fledged.
ain't incognito no
So-
longer. Okay, cool.
And with that, Nick, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm pretty sure Justin watching and like with the flatbed, I'm not like none of us are experts on that.
Nope.
And with that, I mean, I do still suggest like it's still times where that job site ain't on the map. Get me the nearest address.
Mhm.
I mean, that's your fleet manager job to get you that nearest address to it. He can look on his map because he can pull it up fast. He type probably 50 words a minute.
Yep.
So he could get up there faster and give you an address close to.
I mean, that's like us. I know sometimes when we put the destination in the Qualcomm, it doesn't come up. You know, the address is not valid. So
Right.
we got to find the nearest street, main street, or
But with
the
theirs,
building around it. You know what I mean?
and but what he's saying is like theirs, we here in the plaza. They mess around. Theirs is way over there in Prime East for that site. So you kind of gotta be kind of proactive. And I mean, Nick did a good job, was never late. Y'all get dates. Y'all don't get them hard appointment times like we get.
I would say this: we are experts. We are expert at avoiding flatbed.
That too.
We ain't got this problem.
Yeah.
So oh no, shit they really got on. Good point, Brandon. We ain't talking to you.
Whoa,
man.
whoa.
Why don't you come upstairs? Nope.
What photo is this?
He changed his photo, man. You know, he got to look all.
Go back to. That's why they thought he was from Senegal. Go back to that photo. Go back to that
I ain't
photo.
going back. It was guys, something. It was seen that the company would tell bad trainers that they can't train anymore. They would nobody complaints that are legit from the students. No, that's a 50-50. Little known fact. It's a fact amongst this room.
Mm.
I was literally suspended for 30 days for talking on my phone to my brother.
Yep.
30 days, and the females because they took offense. And someone said in-house, I shouldn't have talked like that. A grown-ass damn man, I talk how I talk. You know what I'm saying? Like last I checked, that's the First Amendment. Freedom of speech.
You fought to defend those rights.
And fought very well in the United States Army for that reason. But so in that case, like when you hit a bad trainer, it's something that's unsanitary, you got proof. But the thing is, because we lack so many trainers, i.e. PSDs, the reason why we can train the way we do, so many PSD instructors, we lack so many, and then we lack so many TNTs. Part of it is because these TNTs keeping people out 4-5 months when it really only take you 6 to about 10 weeks to finish. I mean, so let's get that part right too. So if you're on there a little bit longer, you got to give in the home time factor, but the lows are there. Picking and choosing. I've always said my theory is I don't care if you lease a company, you ain't allowed on TNT. If you turn down more than 2 lows because you're creating a bad habit, we're taking you off that truck. Come on, we'll let you feel what that solo money feel like again.
Yeah,
and then let's see if you make that money. Because the only thing you're teaching is a bad habit. It's like me driving 65 miles an hour with a student all the time. I'm not teaching them how to save fuel and how to run it a way Prime wants to.
Yeah, you doing what? All together, mile pimping.
Mile pimping.
Mile
So,
pimping.
and with those complaints, if they ask you, and this is where it comes in with communication, every week, whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna talk to you, my fleet manager. I'm gonna talk to you about, hey, yeah, it's a good week. I got to see Oregon for the first time. I seen New York City for the first time. Like, that's wild. These hills are crazy. But I'm also gonna have that same rapport every week when, look, we ain't took a shower in 4 days. I'm smelling me and I'm smelling them. You know what I'm saying? You still got to keep that same energy.
Right.
Well, I don't want to say it because I'm in the truck with them. You grown.
Scared man.
Well, I'm afraid that I'm not gonna make my money no more because they're gonna send me home because they're gonna take me off this truck. Hey. You would rather suffer in silence and then basically make that 10 times harder for the next person to get on that load. That is some selfish bull.
Hey, it used to be to where when I was doing TNT, fleet manager told me, or he told the trainee to make sure, you know, you checking in with me every week, blah, blah, all that right there. But I'd have been told numerous times, like, no, don't call him. What you call him for? You ain't got to check in with him. Is that something that they stop?
No, it's a bully technique.
Oh, okay.
It's a bully method, and you can't. And I mean, looking at your picture, we can all see your picture. You don't look like you got no punk in you, bro.
No.
So you gonna hold your own.
I'm just wondering. I'm just saying.
He'll look like one, do it.
How many times we've got students that have come in here that don't even know who their fleet manager is and they're upgrading?
No good.
They've never met their fleet manager. They never talked to their fleet manager because their trainer did all the time.
And we understand with COVID changing some things where they're not always in office, but to speak to them, you use that phone for everything else. Use it for that. You feel me?
And if you're actually if you're here at the terminal, if you happen to be going through the terminal and you see that your fleet manager's on site, go say what's up to them.
Learn to use your app. Now that's one thing.
Business partner.
That's one thing I will say on behalf of a TNT that they don't have to do. If you can use this right here to do Google, Facebook, and everything else, it ain't nothing to get on a Prime app. Don't got doggone be, because y'all students, and it ain't just about the PSDs and the TNTs, the instructors. Y'all got to come out here and have some initiative too now. Like, we ain't supposed to sit here and, like, it's offensive to my students when I say, I ain't just a babysit you. I ain't no child. Stop acting like one then.
Yeah.
Stop acting like one. You out here to learn, but you also hold your own.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You got to. Hey, Daryl say quit hiding, Hawk. He said you was back there in the back in the cut.
At first, low.
But if training, or for you, what do you do when they try to keep you from being the top instructor? Politics.
Man, Nick, and you know what you're doing, man. Nick know exactly what he's doing. Quit poking the damn bear.
It ain't no poking the bear.
That's pushing the damn
We
button.
all know pound for pound. For the last 4 years, I got the most numbers here, company-wide. We also know because, to be honest, who I am, what I am, it ain't gonna never happen.
Damn
I don't
it,
care. I don't care about the awards. I don't care about those accolades. I got the respect of my peers. That's what it's about for me. The respect of my peers and the respect of my students. Everybody eating. If I touch it, it's gonna eat. That's all I care about. So you can keep the, bootlickers and keep that right there. But it's all about when I met you, you know what I'm saying? What did I try to do? One thing I cared about was you eating.
No doubt.
Oh, he said bootlickers. I thought
You
he
know what
said
I'm saying?
bootleggers. I'm like, what the hell did moonshining got to do with this?
To some degree, looking at one of my paychecks motivated you even higher. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times I tried to hunt him down for years. Every time I went to see his fleet manager, first thing I asked for, where Hawk at? Where Hawk at? I'm only as good as my students are.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, yeah, the accolades are there, but the respect of your peers means so much more. You know what I'm saying? That's the greatness that you want to exemplify.
Right.
Because they paychecks ain't getting no bigger. You know what I'm saying? For a plaque $500 and got doggone steak meal, I do that anyways. I don't need that. I might leave here and go have me a steak. Had one last night too. So,
Some people could use the
but but that's the kind of, but yeah, Nick, it is the politics. But the thing is, our greatness, I wouldn't have met you had I not trained Sharp. And that's what made us all great. You know what I'm saying? I see nothing but every day. Granted, I'm off by the time they go to work. But
That's gonna change whenever it start getting colder, man.
it's still gonna be pushing.
It's gonna be 2:00 in
But-
the morning, no more.
I'm still happy to see when I see Emandy. She happy. She's sitting there. Every time when students come in, whether it's a trifecta or it ain't a trifecta, she's sitting out there with the camera. Look at her damn foolish ass.
That's what I think.
But she's doing it. And that's great because I love to see her do that. I love to see TB got doggone do his thing where he happy, the sniper school, and they feel good about the sniper school. Sometimes the guy doggone shot hit them out there.
Yeah.
But they feel good.
Sometimes it's 4 or 5 shot,
But-
1 kill.
Think about the times that we done had and the discussions we've had.
Yeah.
Where it just the respect of your peers, because it ain't not one of us that can't walk around this place and we not recognized by former students of other instructors that's out there. Those are the ones that care about me. Those are the ones that's gonna build a foundation for this company to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So many times we forget with in-house to they putting us in the outhouse. The foundation of it is this whole thing that we call pride is each one of us. Each one of us. So as we grow it with the students we put out, so it grows.
Yep.
And the person with this right here, they got doggone make it grow that much better.
True.
So even for the TNTs, that's where we are all together in this. We are the foundation and the grassroots. Pretty much everything else that comes subsequently that we consider what we call in-house is nothing more than driver support.
Sure.
Because we are the foundation. So
I would say this.
Nick, you ain't got to see the
I told Nick not to see. Do you press the button and now?
hold on. Let me add in another part. And yes, it feels good. And I'll say it arrogantly. Because when I started, I made it cool to be, because I was the first Black Top 15 instructor. I made it cool to be out here. So what we see out here now with the males, the females, all the diversity we got, because when I came, it wasn't socially acceptable. It was that stereotypical good old boy network.
Camille, I'm the
It
diversity.
was that.
I'm the diversity.
And you
in this
still
room.
consider, I mean, like to see the faces and the people that I deal with now, to watch that, it was hard. It was hard. I bumped into one on today. I laughed. Because they love to tell you how, they told me I wasn't going to be good. That I wasn't going, and this was my first year training. And I made sure when I made the top 15, and on a specular spot there, I made sure I went and shook their hands. Because I'm a kick in the door, and the hood loved it. The people loved it. And as it kept going over the years, it got more and more diverse. And now we got so many people that really care
True.
about what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because believe me, we wouldn't get all the hate that we get if we wasn't doing something right. If they wasn't got doggone watching. Keep watching. We got more to come.
Hold on. We're going to try to right click on Nick, suspend him from this shit.
Sorry. I'm getting routed in. Oh, okay. He getting routed in, so he'll come see us tomorrow. We'll talk later about that. Not washing your ass is an excuse. There in every way. Because as soon as we get off here, everybody know where I'm headed to. Go wash my ass.
You might leave first.
Even when you're on the road, washing your ass is key and essential. You are just plain nasty.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. There's no two ways around it.
Your health issues are going to be freaking high too, because you're talking about wearing shoes on a constant basis. You're going to end up getting foot infection, all kind of nastiness.
Man, if you ain't seen it, go change out and go watch our videos. Go watch the videos on changing your filters, because the filters are holding that funk in there.
Daryl's filters are bad.
So hold on, man.
I think it was like,
Daryl's filters were bad. Those were your filters, not mine.
I think it was
Okay.
like a summer ago where I think some of the customers was complaining about some of the drivers coming in smelling and stuff. So we had that whole summer of free showers from Love's.
Every day.
Remember that?
Yeah. That came with fuel,
and then when you
Yeah.
called in for the live load, you heard them announce that.
Wash your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a
Kinda
hint. It was a
Right.
subtle hint, and it was something that came off of the fact that we're running so much
To
freight.
take a shower, like you should have to tell a grown. Come on. Ugh.
No, the thing is, there's been a few times that I've like been to a shipper receiver that it's like my eyes watered whenever that
Yeah.
person walked by. It's just like, how the fuck do you smell like straight shit?
Or mop
Yeah.
water and disgust.
Now, Reggie, as a TNT, did ask something, and good to have a TNT engage with us.
Mhm.
Y'all seen superb, but what are some of the flaws of other PSD instructors? Just like there are shitty trainers. I know all the PSDs are solid.
Good question. Good
Very
question.
The ones sitting on their ass when they're out there.
Mhm.
We're supposed to be up on our feet
Well, I sit in my chair occasionally. Let me talk about me.
occasionally, but from start to finish,
Mm.
True.
sitting in that truck. Because what are you seeing? Because honestly, I should be able to teach you the back from the passenger seat. Then that's not feasible. You're supposed to be on the ground,
The only
and
time,
it's no excuse.
I
the
got
only time
one.
you see me
Go
sitting
ahead.
in my chair is when my students is already ready. Hey, do the left parallel. Boom, they knock it out. That's the only time you see me sitting because
But
I ain't got a babysitter.
Yeah.
It's some that will knowingly teach the students the wrong thing, and instead of asking any of us that's out there, hey, something simple like they got their tandles in the 10th hole. Like, bro, no. Where do I sit? Where do I sit up on the parallel? They trying to set up like an offset. You know it's not right, but you're gonna teach the student that anyway.
And,
So I mean,
but here's the
or-
thing.
Like what I had this morning. And this is coming from obviously a deal from a PSD instructor. If you're another PSD instructor, stay the hell away from our students.
Oh
Keep-
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stay with your own students.
Yes.
Because the
definitely.
thing is,
Because
whenever
I'll
I
embarrass
have-
you.
if I have multiple students that are sitting around at a
you done
table,
did it.
Man.
if I have multiple students that are sitting around at a table, and then a person that has a purple badge comes and sits down and then starts wanting to say that, oh, how the way they're teaching how to do the offset is wrong, or the way they're teaching how to do the parallel is wrong. What you need to do is you just pull up in a big S, and then you straighten yourself up, you back up just a little bit, and that's the way it needs to be. That's the way you ought to do it. What the hell is wrong with you?
That made me want to
The
die.
thing about it is like you were shattering all of that students, all their confidence. You do not back the same way that
Whether
when you're
they
actually.
trust you or not, that's subconsciously still, whether they even listening, that plays subconsciously in their mind.
Mhm.
You're preventing it and pardoning it, because if I'm not mistaken, that same individual, I remember,
Mhm.
was actually going through the instructor class.
Yeah.
Talking out your ass.
Mhm.
So come on.
This morning?
He was
Yeah.
getting a refresher.
Oh,
So
Oh, Lord.
what he was talking was out his ass. But I
Well, he
mean,
was talking out his ass. He was talking out all different orifices, but definitely not out of his
And-
brain.
and see, this is the thing about it, Reggie. Same thing we was telling T about these TNTs. They can't take those bad instructors away. And I wasn't bad. Granted, they just knocked me off because I was talking on the phone. Okay. But they can't take it away, because ultimately those same instructors, they're still training no matter what they are. They're trying. Now, and like you say, come for help.
Yeah, you don't know
But-
something, ask.
And I agree to some extent. And we'll agree to disagree on this one. Because I'm tell you, see this face here? It's unapproachable for a reason. Because I want you, if you're coming out here as an instructor, take the time to learn it. Learn what you teach it. Because if you can't do it, you can't teach it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The steps, any one of us could parallel, offset, alley dot naturally. But to teach it, you got to learn what to teach. So don't come to me. You get about 10 students in the game and you come ask me for advice, I'm willing to help. But at first, I want you to take them lumps.
Exactly.
To be honest, I want you to drop them off so I can pick them up.
Yeah.
Let me get that money. Because if I'm gonna help someone, let me help it get paid. Let me help that individual get their license. I'm not here because if that's the case, that's what they got the in-house for. That's what the program is for.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Go to them, overwork them with it. But at some point, even they're gonna say, maybe you shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a fellow YouTuber that love to talk crazy about us. And I can tell you that YouTuber, I finished the students, and it took me 3 hours to change them over from a box to a flatbed. He a big time YouTuber. So know what you do.
Don't say nothing.
Know what you do. Don't get in this game and not learn what you do. Because you
I got like
cannot.
2 guesses.
I don't ever want to hear that laugh again. That was
Let's see. That's exactly what I mean. It's a really tight space. There's someone that truly have all their necessities. Oh, and non-necessities. He was talking about. Okay, that makes sense, David. And good comprehension on that.
Are you surprised?
Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, cuz we appreciate that. For all of you who are tuned in, hit the like button. Subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Please. You
Ding,
know what I'm
ding,
saying?
ding.
If it don't help you, it can help somebody else.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You never know who you're gonna reach out and touch.
Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Look at this. Hey, we're gonna put this up in the upper right hand corner. Whenever we get a little diagram, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a turtle. You can say punch the turtle.
Hey, what kangaroo think about?
What the hell is that?
Hey, what's that kangaroo?
Who?
You one of your students? The one? What's the one cat that was? I don't worry. We'll talk after this. Well, he said it. Yeah. All right, we'll talk on it.
What do
Think
you call
on
it?
it.
What do you call them, kangaroo?
Reggie say the Pikeville comment was in regards to your micro comment.
What's their name?
All right, no doubt. I got you. I got you, bro.
Did they call you kangaroo? How you hopped over that seat? I don't know. What was it?
Oh,
I'm gonna
hey.
have to holler at you too. Get this one-on-one, man.
Peg leg said, should a driver totally trust the GPS? Hell no.
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 No. I don't do it.
Hey,
No, sir.
that is a fat no from everyone.
Negative.
No.
Nip.
But you should learn how to read a map. So many people in the youth of the day
Mhm.
rely strictly on that. An atlas, those maps, they really do help. Learn the interstate system. I think somebody asked me earlier in a comment that was off of just a regular one, and I explained the interstate system and the U.S. highway system, how it runs. Just a quick way of knowing north and south, the last number is going to be odd. East to west, the last number is going to be even. It treats the country like a grid square. Let's see. Invest in tools that you need to help be successful in trucking. You can use Google Maps along with Rand McNally. Exactly.
But just know that whenever you're using Google Maps, that whenever you actually put in directions on Google Maps, that is for a car, not the truck.
I only pull up the address on my Google Maps if I haven't been here before, so I can see what the area looks like, the driveway looks like, the whole building, so I can come up with like a game plan once I hit that street.
Oh no, I completely understand. But we've also had some people that would take that would automatically think that they need to put directions in.
Yeah. No.
And they end up down in like downtown St. Louis, right in front of a bridge that say 10 foot.
Yeah, not to take it back to St. Louis, but I'm just saying, like, that's the last
we
place
established you can't take nothing back to St. Louis, East St. Louis.
Hold on, man. From Northern Oklahoma. Let's not start that nonsense.
All right. So Bugs say you can't be soft in trucking, you won't make it.
I mean, you really can't. It's a whole other lifestyle.
It's an alpha dominated sport. I mean lifestyle at least. It's alpha dominated. You didn't come out here to get your hand held. You came out here for money and individuality.
Yep.
So somebody wouldn't be watching over your shoulder. So definitely you cannot be. That's true. Trucking. That's true. It's always something you're going to not like, no matter where you got to go. You got to take the good with the bad. That's a great attitude to come in here with, T. Yeah. Please come in here with that attitude and keep this attitude that you've had for supporting this channel. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Shouldn't your fleet manager have a general idea on what you should take, what you should take to make your money and your lifestyle both?
It's like it's a pill that you need to take to make money.
Of you like to live. Okay, so fleet manager, to be honest, most of these fleet managers have never been in a truck. They've only seen them on the highway. Yep. So yes, their job is to crunch numbers, make money. And here at Prime, where everybody talks about the fleet manager, my fleet manager ain't giving me no money. My fleet manager ain't giving me no money. I need to switch. It ain't them, it's sales. Your fleet manager is nothing more than a middleman to some degree. He's your in-house advocate. Yep. So in a lot of ways, they know how to generally run the freight, and they know the freight lanes to move upon. But to make your lifestyle, every lifestyle that you have is going to be different. And you got to choose your own lifestyle. You know where you came from, you know where you want to go, and you know what you're going to stand for. That part should be on you. Yep. Now, when during the T&T phase, these trainees or these PSDs, they should be reaching out to the fleet manager if they're uncomfortable, because yes, that fleet manager at that point is the one that needs to.
That fleet manager is going to assume everything's hunky-dory.
Oh, this next comment right here is a giveaway on who trained this person.
Your trainer is not your friend. A trainer's only job is to get. That sounds a lot like it didn't sound like that. But.
Oh, it sounded like that with him. It didn't sound like that. Let's see.
Is that sitting on an SOS? Do you need an adult? Like.
Point on the dog.
Drivers don't use shower shoes, may end up like me, minus a foot. They say, yeah, boy. If y'all ain't got some shower shoes on,
no.
I'm gonna say it again, just like these nasty trucks. You're going into somebody else's house that's basically going in there and spraying hot water on the floor.
There was a story that was always, and I was there in the room. So whenever I went through orientation, they had all the instructors that were like standing in the back room before we got released to them. Uh-huh. And one of the senior guys here was out front talking about hygiene and everything. You want to make sure like the stuff that you have packed, you want to make sure you have shower shoes because you don't want to be in there basically with the nastiness. And then one dude in the back popped up and he says, oh, really don't need to really worry about that, because what you do is you just go ahead and urinate all in there, and then that basically makes it sterile anyway, so you're good. It sterilizes it.
That's some West Virginia
that's the reason
shit.
Why you have those things, because these are people that think like that.
I ain't peeing on my feet.
Stand on your dirty clothes.
I'm from the country. I done peed around trees. I ain't peeing on my feet, bro.
I shit you not. The whole entire class go like this.
Please don't put
Everybody
me
was
on
like,
his
please
truck.
don't let me be
Please,
his instructor.
please, no.
Lord knows he
No.
probably ain't take no shower anyways.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's good, Black Good? Oh, what's up, Mark, man? Definitely happy to have you on. You and Dre, man. I appreciate you. We appreciate the support. Each one teach one. Both of them came from Prime, went on to other pastures. You know what I'm saying? And doing well out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely happy to see y'all, man.
Sounds like Lancer.
Did Steve give them the same speech he gave me about the Waffle Crew?
Damn,
We're
Nick.
not about to keep going down
Damn,
this.
Nick. Look.
Hold on, I will show y'all definitely what my boy said. I'm gonna let y'all read.
Nick, you keep doing that, we're going to release your shoe size.
Because at times, yeah, people were kind of advised not to be friends with me. Because, you know, I mean, I kind of stand on my own and kind of don't give a damn. But
Don't be friends with Dirty because you might become independent and speak up, and then I can't run your life. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know.
And
And guess what? We're all eating. We're all doing good. So I went from almost fighting Black to him being my bro for life. Oh yeah, I mean, in the
Like
PSD
truffle
phase,
stuff.
you ain't gonna be friends. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's see. Wonder why I couldn't be a pad only. Is that the reason why you can't be a pad only? Hey, nah.
Nick's on that bullshit.
Nick me on this. I'm not a pad only. Even though I do like to catch flights and rent Enterprise cars all the time. I do miles with them, baby.
He is taking up a lot of our comments. We need to invite him in here just to put him on the side.
We need to get him up. You know what?
That's a good chair for him right there.
Stay tuned, bro. We gonna chime you in via video.
Technically, that's supposed to be Hawk's
Reg,
seat, but he don't want to sit over there. I think he's afraid.
he's still mad at me from
Oh,
the
that's-
other day because of the turtle.
No, that's my seat.
it was.
Oh,
We had to pull you
I
up
mean,
out of.
they
Why
put
you
you
back
back.
over there?
oh,
They
damn.
put you
Last,
back.
last
I don't
question.
know.
Somebody say last. Last question.
I ain't tripping on no turtle.
They put me back.
Hold on.
I said they put you
Hold
by
on,
me
hold
so I
on.
keep you safe.
Let's see what they say.
I ain't
Last,
seen no
Turtle
turtle.
man, what you doing over there?
All 2 pieces of turtle. All 2 pieces
Reggie,
of turtle.
Reggie asked last question. Then I have to grab my load. Does your student have to go with? Has to go with your fleet manager when they come back to upgrade, or do they have the option of being placed on a different fleet? Company wise, if you stay in company, you stay with that fleet manager.
Normally, unless they're overbooked.
Yeah, but which is very seldom.
Yeah.
But
Me
lease
too,
wise, yeah, if you ain't getting along with them, you switch. You know what you want. You know that that's not what you want.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You dealt with it through TNT. You are not copacetic with them. Ask, hey, I would like to go a different direction. The easiest way to fudge that when you coming back in for that upgrade is I learned from PSD from a different person than I had on TNT.
Mhm.
So I kind of would like to learn how fleets are ran by two different operators.
I would say this too.
That's the easy way to go ahead and kind of rather than I don't like him.
I would say this too. Coming back and say you're a company guy and you're going to end up being on the same fleet manager as you were on TNT, give him a chance, just to give him a chance on see how he runs you solo. Because the thing is, a lot of your basis was really because dealing through that TNT trainer. See how he is outside of that relationship and see if that ends up being something that you like. Don't just necessarily judge him based on that relationship with him or with your trainer and the fleet manager. It might be a little bit different now that you end up getting off that truck.
And give them a chance when you get on any fleet, company, lease, give them 60 to 90 days to learn you. You know what I'm saying? They haven't learned you as a solo driver. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what that's like. They don't know how you're gonna plan your trips, or if you can, you know what I'm saying, or if you're even comfortable with the weather. Because coming out of Florida, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of hard to say somebody gonna be comfortable come November, December up in May. Give them a chance.
Hawk finally got a comment.
Oh, there you go, Hawk. Hawk, do you know you're faster than them turtles, right?
Hey, Clay is on that shit.
Identify yourself.
Hey, for all y'all out there, you know what I'm saying? We were like, we gonna end it on you, Hawk.
Did y'all see my face?
Now we see them long stretch
That
legs.
don't count.
Yeah, we heard that voice.
And
No
I-
goddamn.
Face.
And then I think I
You
heard
know, case.
Okay.
I think I heard a slight.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, because I know, hold on, because I know they do watch this right here. Because it was 3 of y'all. When y'all come back in to upgrade, y'all are welcome to come on the live. Eyewitness testimony is always the best, baby. First-hand knowledge.
Give you their name.
Hold on. So you admitting that they was there?
That's
Guilty.
So y'all got hold on. So we go back off, but boy. We go. Hey, y'all can y'all go check out the video today. You know what I'm saying?
If you see my face, let me know.
Go
Hey,
go
I'm
get
gonna
all
tell
the
you this.
views on it.
I'll give you some professional knowledge. When someone say you have the right to remain silent, that means shut the fuck up.
I learned that the hard way.
I understand what you're saying.
I
It
know
makes
I'm
sense.
Not to take it back to St. Louis or nothing.
So, one of my favorite shows is the first 48. So I'm very observant about things that's going on. So what I did was I looked at the video. Then that's when I identified your legs. Yes, that's him.
Hold on, but he
Talk
did stand up
yeah.
now. Because unlike first 48, you know what my boy didn't ask for, right?
A cigarette and a coffee.
There you go, dog. Because that's normally how they act. And Hawk, he stood up on it.
I'm
And
gonna
he
help you.
holding it, even though we know he lying his ass off.
I'm gonna help
At
you
this
out.
point, boy, you better lawyer up.
From a defense
sound like
side,
that.
I'm gonna help you out with this.
What
What you need to counter with that question when she says she can identify you through her legs. Ask her what certifies you as a leg specialist.
I don't know. We're about to go outside. You
I'm
about
not
to
going
leave.
Hey, and see, ladies and gentlemen, on look at this. This is the perk of having law enforcement official
Shut up,
on
man.
the payroll. Oh my
I'm
bad.
undercover. Get the
Oh
Say
shit.
undercover.
Deep cover. Deep cover.
Well, we can't edit this.
Emotion
But y'all
to
just skip
suppress
past
evidence.
this.
No, shut the hell up.
Reggie say thanks for the information. I'm a huge supporter of
You're
what y'all
about to
do.
jump over one of them chairs.
Reggie
One of
say,
them chairs is like one of the seats in the truck. So you're about to leap over one of those. And if you leap like you did on video,
Reg-
then I love you.
Reggie say thanks for the information. I'm a
Okay.
huge supporter of what y'all do and stay safe. We appreciate you,
Right
bro.
on, Reg.
Appreciate it.
We can
Always
tune in and
watch
It's
it.
going, man.
Nah,
Timothy
Timmy
Turbo
Turbo
got your back.
Hold on.
say I
Timmy's
don't
on your
blame
back.
Hawk for jumping. It could have been a
Could've been
Ninja Turtle.
I get it. I get it.
All
Hear that, Hawk?
Pennywise
So,
decline.
Hey, Hawk. He said that he don't blame you because it could have been a Ninja Turtle.
Who is that?
Timmy Turbo.
Timmy Turbo, that's one of Sean people that there's now an
One of my
unapologetic people.
Oh,
We
okay.
appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me read this one.
Nick
Hold
say-
on. Hold on, let me read this. Sean, I'm coming for you. One, it's Fitz. Put some respect on my name.
Oh, true.
Number two, bring it.
All right. So we done had a good live on here, man, and we definitely appreciate everybody coming out, tuning in. Keep watching the videos, keep liking, subscribing, commenting, ringing the bells.
Ring the bell.
We got shit coming out every day at got doggone 8:00 Central Time. You know what I'm saying? As well as we still got the turn up, we got the train up Tuesdays, we got Burger King Thursdays, we got Black Fridays. Definitely keep tuning in. We got more episodes. Y'all got comments that y'all want us to talk on. You know what I'm saying? Do not be afraid to talk. Get in any one of the comments. People are answering them on a regular. Everybody got access to it because we are all unapologetic with our comments.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? So on behalf of, you know what I'm saying, the unapologetic instructors, Jonesville Dirty,
Fitz.
TB.
Boss lady, follow me. TikTok, I'm a Savage 1108.
What?
Your page.
Oh, Primetime Fitz on YouTube. It's also Primetime Fitz on TikTok as well.
Oh, hold on.
Oh!
One more. Because hold on. As soon as he come into play, watch this right here. All right. We out, y'all.